Play fool to catch wise. The story of Fool Jimmy. Sometimes you have to play a fool to catch wise people. Play a fool to catch wise. Hello again. It is Skywalker here for those with eyes to see. There was a man named Jimmy, right? And Jimmy always wanted to start a taxi business, but he had no funds to begin with. He decided to work another job first, just to raise funds for his own business venture. He went to learn trade. He went to learn trade with a master mason, but it only frustrated the boss who felt like Jimmy always did things the opposite way. You know, some people like that. So within a week, he had to let Jimmy go. For it could not work out. You know, it was unsustainable. You asked a man to do this, and he was doing that, and it seemed like he couldn't learn. Jimmy tried several other trades after that with the same result, and people treated him like he was truly dumb. He was not cut out for any kind of trade, you know, because of his inability to do things the conventional way. He was seen far and wide as the village fool. Yet he was always cheerful, kind, sure of himself, and helpful. Very helpful. You know, you know how people are. They mocked him for his simple ways and lack of sophistication. They even like to cheat his labor. You know those people in the community where everyone cheated their labor, like for they did not believe he deserved anything that he worked for. You know those people. There are people in your village like that. Everyone cheat their labor. You know, send them around all day. I mean, he was just a village idiot, right? He was only one to be used. So they would give him errands for the entire day and then pay him little, which was never going to be near enough to help him work toward his end goal. In their eyes, this was the lot of the fool. This was his place. One day, a wealthy man passed through the village. This man was known to be intelligent and smart too. People admired his ability to outsmart anyone. In fact, it was the reason why he was so rich. You know those people, right? After meeting Jimmy, the prideful and arrogant man decided to have some fun at foolish Jimmy's expense because you know people love mock these people all the time. You know. It would make some entertainment for the benefit of the pompous ones or the wannabes. For even the fool loved to make fun of foolish Jimmy. The wealthy man approached Jimmy with a shiny but small gold coin in one hand and a dull, large silver coin in the other. Jimmy, I give you a choice. You can have this small gold coin or this large silver coin. Which one you choose? Jimmy looked at both coins carefully. The whole village gathered around to see what the fool would do. After a moment, Jimmy smiled and took the large silver coin, a proud grin on his face like to say that it was a piece of cake and he had now proven his own smarts by taking the obviously larger one. The crowd burst out into laughter, bro, mocking the fool. The wealthy, braggadocious man, pleased with his trick, left the village that day with a good laugh. The story of Jimmy's foolish choice spread far and wide, and people cracked up all over again every time the story was told. Even people from neighboring villages came to see the fool who chose a silver coin over gold. Each time, someone would offer Jimmy the same choice, and each time he would choose the silver coin. Then someone, being curious, offered him a choice between $100 bill and a $50 bill. Jimmy chose the $50 bill. The people cracked up again. When they told the story, it was hard for others, especially outside the village, to believe. And sometimes they would come and prove it themselves. Jimmy was the laughing stock in the village. One day, a wise journalist visited the village. He had heard the stories and wanted to understand why Jimmy always chose the silver kind and not the gold, or the $50 and not the 100. So he asked, why do you always choose the silver kind when the gold kind is worth so much more? Or you choose the $50 when you could have gotten 100? Jimmy laughed and said, they think I am a fool, but they are all idiots. If I chose the gold kind, people would stop offering me money. And same thing goes for the $50 over the 100. By choosing the silver kind, I get to keep receiving kinds while making everyone happy. I never cared what the fools said about me. By walking up on the vesture of shame and sending the fools a little further, I managed to save more than enough to start my own taxi business. There you have it, my people. There you have it. Think about this. Sometimes what appears foolish on the surface can be the wisest choice of all. Life often presents us with situations where the obvious choice may not be the best one. Remember that wisdom can come in unexpected forms, and sometimes the simplest people can teach us the most profound lessons. Wait, pause the video. Like, share, and subscribe before you go, my people. It won't even cost a silver coin. Peace out.